Hi, my name is Ravi. Today I'm working on Toyota Hybrid. This is called Toyota Aqua. 2013 car, and customer complaint is he can't feel the smoothness of car as it was. It has a little bit of lagging condition and low power condition, and he feel no smoothness as it was earlier. So today I'm going to diagnose this issue. And another thing is customer complaint that he can hear and feel the damper vibration sound underneath the engine noise. It is not a huge vibration, but he can feel it and he can hear a little bit. So what I believe, this is the same symptoms that he told me that he can't feel the smoothness of the car. So what I believe, something wrong and something going on with the combustion system in this car. So I'm going to diagnose it right now. Okay, here we go, and I have hooked up my scan tool already and ignition is on. I'm going to take the health report and see what are the fault codes available in the systems. It's a green tree, apparently no any fault code in any system. However, I go to the engine control module and I need to see several data regarding the combustion system. So I go to the live data and select several data pits. Already I have selected several data pit in my previous session. So you can see coolant temperature and engine speed, and here again ignition advance, intake air temperature, injector port, and long-term fuel trim and MAF, and I need the short-term fuel trim. So already I have selected those data pits, so I go ahead and let's start the engine. But what I need to do is start this engine into the maintenance mode, because when we push the start button, this hybrid cars goes into the EV mode. But if we are going to diagnose the engine, we need to keep running the engine during our diagnosis session. In order to do that, I have to take this car into the maintenance mode. So I do that right now. Anyway, I forgot to tell you that customer feel all those symptoms while car running with the engine, not with the EV mode. Okay, car was started into the engine. So let's observe the data pits here. So already we can see the engine RPM. That means engine is running, not in the EV mode. So what I would like to observe that the fuel trim data here, you can see MAF sensor around 1.9. So this is normal. This is a 1.5 liter engine. So this is normal at the idle. However, these hybrid cars have a little bit higher idle RPM than the normal cars. Look at that. When I rev up the engine, you can see that RPM goes over 2500 RPM, but still short-term fuel trim is stay around 10%, which indicate a little bit of lean condition. And when it get back to the idle, still it is moving around 7, 8 and 9. You can see here it is around 9%, or we can call 10%. As I have worked a lot of Toyota hybrids, I know this is stay lower than 5% if it is in a perfect condition. But this is going over 5%. Long-term fuel trim is stay around -2, and short-term goes near 10%. That means total trim is around almost 8%. So I'm not okay with the short-term fuel trim here. It seems to be a little bit of a lean condition. Something could cause for that. Lean condition mean a little bit of fuel starvation. I need to check it. It can bring by any other sensor like mass airflow sensor or air fuel sensor. What I would like to do here right now, I'm going to simulate the oxygen sensor by spraying some fuel source into the intake. Then I need to see that it brings up, that means the short-term fuel trims bring down near zero. So let's see. Okay, here I spray. You can see that it goes to the zero and also into the minus value. So that indicate air fuel sensor responding perfectly and real time, and I can't take anything wrong with the air fuel sensor, that means with the oxygen sensor. And I am okay with the mass airflow sensor data values too, because I know these values at the idle, and when I rev up the engine, it was in the right values. I can't take anything wrong with the mass airflow sensor. So what I believe, and I am confident enough, something going on wrong with the fuel delivery. That means there's a little bit of fuel delivery issue. In that case, I would like to check the fuel pressure in order to confirm that there is no issue with the fuel pressure. Let's see. So let's go and do the fuel pressure measurement test, and we'll see what is going on. Okay, let's check the fuel pressure. I just connect my pressure gauge into the rail connector like this, and I will keep my pressure gauge focusing to the camera in order to bring you a better view. Okay, to observe the fuel pressure, we need to run the fuel pump, but we can't start the car because you know that if you try to crank the car, this car is not cranking and just try to go to the EV mode. This is a hybrid car. In that matter, I go to the scan tool and go to the bidirectional functions, and I can run the fuel pump through the bidirectional functions. I just tap on the run fuel pump, and I go to the no monitoring data and just tap on the on button here. I tap on button here. Look at that, fuel pressure comes up. Let's take a closer look. What is the fuel pressure? You can see that fuel pressure is over 2 bars. When I run the fuel pump again, it goes to 3 bars. So no issue with the fuel pump and the fuel filter. But still, I can say something with the fuel injectors, because with the scan data, with the fuel trim data, I found that it has a fuel starvation, little bit of fuel starvation, fuel delivery issue. So I'm suspecting about these injectors, because I have previous experiences with same kind of other cars with the Toyota Prius and Toyota Aqua. So my opinion is we need to change these injectors. Okay, here customer bought a set of Japanese reconditioned injector set from a junkyard actually. So I'm going to test those injectors in my injector tester machine before install into the car. So let's set this injector into the machine and check it has a right injection flow. Actually, you might think that how I call on injectors at once with a few data. Actually, I'm very confident with the fuel trim data in these cars, because I have a lot of experience with Toyota Prius and Toyota Aqua, and I have diagnosed same issue previously with the injectors. Because I have found those kind of fuel trim data, same kind of fuel trim data with previous cars that cause the injectors for tiny fuel delivery issue, bring such kind of condition, such kind of customer complaint. That is why I am so confident. Hope you remember that when I was observing the scan data in early footages, you saw that when I rev up the engine, still fuel trim stay over positive 10%. And even at the idle, it was stay near 10%. That means if the fuel trim stay in a little bit high positive values like over 10%, definitely it indicate, I mean, even at the idle and even in the high RPM, it indicate a fuel delivery issue. So that is why I am so confident that this car has a fuel delivery issue. I checked the fuel pressure and found that good fuel pump and the fuel filter. However, I am not okay with this injector set which was in this car. So that is why I got that decision to swap the injectors. Customer bought these injectors. I am checking these injectors in the injector testing machine, and after testing, if everything is okay, we are going to fit these injectors into the car. Okay, this is my last checkup of this junkyard injector set, and I'm going to see if these injectors are flowing same pattern and same quantity. I found it is injecting same quantity and same pattern previous test. Also, I believe this injector set is okay. You can see it has injected same quantity, and also you can see the same patterns. I'm doing this test while changing the RPM. So I'm okay with this injector set basically. So I will definitely swap this injector set into the car. Okay, here is the cleaned and tested injector set which is okay to swap into this car. But before swap this injector into this car, I have to remove the existing injector rail and take out the existing injectors. Anyway, you might wondering and pondering why I am changing these injectors right away. But I told you I have previous experience. But keep remember that I have enough data to change these injectors, because I have already found and I have revealed that there is a fuel delivery issue. Even fuel pump and fuel filter is okay, still injector could cause for that condition. But keep remember, injectors are not getting defect without a reason. Definitely they should have a reason. What I found with the previous cars, most of the previous cars, I found these kind of fuel trim data and change the injectors and fix those cars. Those cars get overheating. So if your car get overheat, these injectors are fitted into the engine head, and then if the engine temperature goes higher, I mean it exceed the operating temperature, then injectors face for that higher temperature for a longer period, then definitely those injectors could affect. So that is what I found in early cars. As I remember those things, I asked question from the owner of this car. Finally, he revealed that other shop has found an issue in the radiator fans in this car. Bit extraordinary noise from the radiator fan and RPM getting lower. That is how other shop informed to the customer. If there are that kind of issues in the radiator fan, definitely that could lead the car into a exceed the operating temperature of the engine. If the engine operating temperature exceed, that could lead this kind of issues that get heating the injectors and other components. Also, it will make quicker the engine worn out. But several other Toyota hybrid like Toyota Prius and other Toyota Aqua, customers revealed that they have had over temperature conditions due to the bad coolant pump, because you know these hybrid cars has electric coolant pump or electric water pump, which could lead into a defective conditions over the time. So however, they both they have got same condition, that in dashboard indicated the overheating condition. After that condition, then they faced for this kind of lack of power or lagging condition and this kind of rough running condition. And then I diagnosed same issue and replaced the injectors for those cars, fixed the car. So I have enough evidence and experience, and here I am confident enough to change these injectors with the data I found already in this car. So I'm fitting these reconditioned injector set into the car, and after reinstalled everything, let's see what is going on. Anyway, if your car getting overheating due to any reason, maybe bad coolant pump or maybe bad radiator fan, anything else, keep remember, don't ignore them, just treat them and keep avoid that exceed the operating temperature. Otherwise, that exceeding the operating temperature longer period could lead your injector set into this kind of situation, or maybe it will make quicker the worn out of your engine. And I reiterate, injectors are not defecting without reason. Definitely they should have a reason, but sometimes it may get defect over the time when it get aged. But normally injectors are not defective with the normal condition. So let's see what is going on with this car after we installed new injectors. So almost done all the installation back into the system, and let's go and scan the car first and check the fuel trim data. Okay, let's go backward to the live data stream and select those data bits in the live data stream, and then we need to restart this car into a maintenance mode. Okay, car was started into the engine. So let's see what is going on with the fuel trim here. You can see that the short-term fuel trim now going to the minus values, which indicate a positive feedback after replacing the injector. So however, we have to take this car into a test run in order to learn the fuel trim data, and we have to run this car several kilometers. So let's take this car into a test run and we'll see what is going on. Okay, here we are in a test run and I will show you what is going on with the data here right now. You can see RPM is around 1700, and you can see that short-term fuel trim is stay around 0 and long-term fuel trim is stay around -2, so which indicate a perfect condition, and you can see all along the way how they are acting. So short-term fuel trim and long-term fuel trim is trying to compensate right now. And what the customer told me after we run few kilometers, he can feel now better and smooth running condition, but it is still not the perfect, but he can feel that condition. But I think we have to take this car run several other kilometers for learning the data perfectly, and then it will definitely bring back to the that smooth condition, because I have that experience with the Toyota cars. Toyota cars need at least 5 to 10 kilometers of test run to learn the data. After learning the data, definitely it will come to the normalcy. Then we can feel it. And customer told when we running little bit longer and longer, he can feel more smooth. So you can see that the short term fuel trim is still stay near 0, and the long term fuel trim also stay near 0. So this is perfect condition. No more heavy fuel trim or the fuel trim which we had earlier. We replaced the injector. Car is running fine. So I think this car is fixed, and I think customer should run this car more kilometers and more distance, and he will let me know what is really going on with the engine. Even we fixed this car by replacing injectors, he need to replace this radiator fan, because other shop already has found the issue with the radiator fan that could lead the car into a exceeding operating temperature. So definitely he will change, and he's ready to bring back the car into a home city. So thank you for watching. Stay subscribed with us for more diagnostic videos.